www.rnc.gov.nl.ca, or for an inquiry that is not of an urgent nature, you can send us an email at contactrnc@rnc.gov.nl.ca. If you do not have access to the internet, please press 0.
Please hold. Someone will be with you shortly.
Royal Newfoundland Constabulary.
Hi there. My name's Deirdre Moore, and I placed a call yesterday afternoon. Someone was, they said they'd send someone to take my statement. So I spoke with an officer. I don't have his first name, but he says his last name was Manuel, Manuel.
Yeah?
He refused to take my statement. So
He refused to take it?
yeah, he outright refused.
Oh.
He took another statement. He allegedly initiated a wellness check on my children, but he refused. Yeah. He refused to take my statement on a massive Ottawa-based crime ring. And I was advised to call RNC. So Ottawa Police asked me to call RNC and report it, and because I guess that's the proper protocol. So I did that, but after 90 minutes, he basically refused. Now, I'm not sure if he was just afraid to take my statement because some of the perpetrators involve judges, or if he was just unfamiliar with the components in the criminal code that they were violating. So if he wasn't...
All right, just give me one moment there, okay?
Yeah, sure.
What's your address that you gave? Okay.
And he was pretty young, so like I said, he just may not be familiar with sort of, I would call them the white-collar crime sections of the criminal code.
Okay.
So when I tried to evidence things like disobey a statute or giving a false sworn statement, of obstructing justice, conspiracy to prosecute, defamatory libel, accessory after the fact, parties to offense, when I rattled off those crimes that were being committed, he just sort of had this blank stare. So maybe he was new. I really don't know, but I'm not in a position to go through it all again. It's emotionally draining for me to be attempting to report this syndicate. So I'd rather not do it again today, but if you guys could send out at some point someone who's more familiar with organized crime, like something other than your typical assault allegations or criminal harassment. It's far more complex than that. Now I do.
Constable Manuel?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if he's I'm not sure what he was. He called back yesterday saying a wellness check had been performed on my children, but he couldn't give me really any details. And asking their sadistic dad if they're okay, to me, doesn't constitute a proper wellness check when your children are being tortured. So anyways, I can follow up on that as well, find out what happened. But the bigger issue is the syndicate continues to commit crime daily. It's court-enabled crime. So I need to report this to someone who's actually in a position to handle this sort of complaint, both with knowledge of the criminal code and probably a bit of bravery.
Okay.
I had in the past received some advice from somebody senior named Powers.
Okay.
On how to report that. I've also been in touch with the RCMP back in Ontario and got advice from Matt Peggs on how to fully report this syndicate. So I've been working on this group for years, and my evidence is pretty much undeniable, but because Ottawa Police are complicit in this syndicate, it can't go back to them because all they do is ignore the evidence. They're not gonna arrest themselves. They have an aversion to being arrested, it seems.
Yeah, okay. So you're just looking for someone to come by and take a statement?
Yeah, like that was, again, I thought that would happen yesterday. That's what I was told, but he refused. So I have an abundance of evidence. I mean, I can't go through it all. I can't go through 10 years of evidence in 90 minutes. So I already produced a summary, a 20-paragraph summary, which has links to some of the evidence, and the rest of the evidence is in an online Dropbox file. So it's not as if I have no evidence, and it's not as if I can't produce, you know, literally days worth of testimony. But, you know, all I try to do is say, okay, here's an overview, here's a summary of what's going on, here's the 200 perpetrators involved that I'm aware of, here's a sample of evidence, and he refused to take that statement, so I couldn't even get the thing going.
Okay. All right. Just one moment there, okay?
Sure, thank you. Well, sure. When would be the best time for someone more senior who's available?
I'm not sure. All of our officers are kind of the same. So there's really no time that I can give for you to be able to get a proper statement from someone who's senior.
Okay. And so, all right. It's just I have to get something back to Ottawa tomorrow. I need to get a commission. So today I don't have the time to go through everything, but I can call back maybe tomorrow or Friday. Would that make sense?
Sure, yeah. Whenever you want to call back in, you can, okay?
Okay, and then are they allowed to refuse to take my statement?
I'm unsure of that. I'm just a dispatcher here. I'm not an officer or anything.
Okay, I appreciate that.
So I'm not sure of the way that works, okay?
I understand. Thank you.
All righty.
Thanks so
Take care.
much. Bye-bye.